What's up, everybody? It's your man's KJ the Great, dropping another edition of All Sports Media TV. But first, I want to say, I hope and pray everything is great your way. Now, we about to talk about it. All right, y'all. So the former junior middleweight undisputed champion, Jermell Lions Only Charlo, who is now 35 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 19 wins by way of knockout. He has officially been stripped of a second title. Now, the first title he was stripped right after his undisputed versus undisputed fight with Saul Canelo Alvarez. The WBO stripped him of that title. They allowed him to go into that fight undisputed to hold, the moniker of undisputed versus undisputed. But right after that fight, he was stripped, and Tim Tszyu, son of legendary fighter Costa Tszyu, was elevated to full status champion. And after his last fight with Brian Mendoza, he called him out. Charlo called him out. He still wants that fight regardless. Now, Jermell Charlo lost that fight bad with Canelo. I mean, he got punched on round for round, got dropped in the 7th round. Made some very, very, in my opinion, irrational comments about who he wants to fight next, potentially. But, that's neither here nor there. So, the title he's been stripped of for the second time is the IBF, International Boxing Federation, President Daryl Peoples. Stripped him of that title. Why did he strip him? Well, they didn't strip him. Let me rephrase that. He vacated the title. Reason he vacated the title, because the IBF had a mandatory ready to go and ready to get a purse bid off the ground and all of that. Bakram Makhdaliv, I believe is how you say it. I can't really pronounce that last name. Bakram, something like that. But that purse bid was scheduled to take place so they can get a fight set between him so he can satisfy that mandatory. But ultimately, he vacated the title. Why? We want to know. Vacated the title in hopes to pursue other bigger name opportunities, because now where he sits, taking the Canelo fight, his stock kind of wavered, but he said he wants the big fights, and if you look at the 154-pound division, there are some big fights for him to make. That being, he can have a fight potentially with Terrence Crawford, who will be moving up into junior middleweight at some point. You still have, obviously Tim Tszyu, who was his mandatory, and that was a big fight in its own as well. But let's get something clear. The mandatory for the IBF had already took step aside money for him to go and rematch Brian Castano when he fought to a draw with Brian Castano the first time. He ended up fighting Brian Castano the second time and knocked him out in the 10th round. That right there was like, okay, your mandatory is up next. Boom, that one. Took step aside money. Tim Tszyu, he, was there lobbying for that opportunity. He wanted it, but he understood, Canelo's the bigger name, and anybody would jump at that opportunity. I'd jump at that opportunity. If you want to pay me $10 million, take some punches for Canelo, hey, what's up, man? Let me see if I can last the distance with you. I get up in there. Y'all see this heavy back here? Hey, ain't there for nothing. I get to the end. But anyway, now he only holds the WBA, the WBC, and Ring Magazine titles. You can kind of say he's the lineal up in that division, but that's neither here nor there. Ultimately, who do you think Jermell Charlo should face next? Should it be Terrence Crawford after he rematches Errol Spence? Should it be Tim Tszyu? Should it be Bakram Makhdaliv, however you say his last name? Which one of those guys you think he should face? Let me know in the comments. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for tuning in. Peace.